Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my amazing space on the internet. It's your girl Evelyn Ambrose recording from Abuja in Nigeria. If you're new to this channel, thank you for stopping by, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So from the title of this video, you would know that I'm about to discuss a very big deal, which is something that a lot of us are finding difficult coping with. Now, I got a comment from one of you, Renault's Signature. Thank you, darling, for this lovely comment. It just asks, how can you know a good friend? Now, I don't know why I was reluctant to do this video, but I have been hurt so many times by fake friends, and I feel like if someone out there needs this information, then it's something we should talk about. Because I've been seeing a lot of people search for this topic. For me personally, I feel like friendship is no longer the way we see it as. Now, before I go into this video, I would want you to also ask yourself, are you a good friend? It's one thing to know if you have good friends around you, and it's another thing to know if you are a good friend to somebody. So in this age and time, I just feel like getting a good friend just gets harder and harder and harder by the day. See, friendship has turned into competition. I don't know if somebody wants to argue that with me, but that's what I see it as. So a lot of times when you feel like somebody is checking up on you, the person is your friend, it just feels like the person is just curious to know how well you are doing, based on, is she doing better than me, or am I doing better than her, or do you get, there's this competition. I don't know if it's a healthy competition or it's a toxic competition. We have good competitions, really, because it just good competitions just help you want to do more, do better on yourself. But when you have the toxic competition is when the person begins to envy you, when the person begins to get jealous over everything you achieve. And you notice that most times you end up being a good friend, but at the end of the day, it is being repaid with evil. I know a lot of us have been in this situation, and I am talking from that place also. Now, in order to avoid getting hurt by friends, I have listed out 6 things that can help us identify a good friend. And yes, even though you want to know if this person is a good friend, you also want to know if you are a good friend. So this can also help keep you in check to know if you are a good friend to somebody. So let's get into the 6 things that only good friends can do. A true friend will lift you up when you are down. See, there are times when you as a person, you begin to doubt yourself, you begin to criticize yourself by yourself. I mean, nobody is there to help you. You just feel down. There are days where you just begin to ask yourself, am I worth this? Do I deserve this? Why is everything going like this in my life? I don't know if anybody has been in this situation, but if you have a good friend would have a way to boost your self-esteem. I don't know if I'm making sense. You can be feeling so down, you just want to talk to somebody. Now, a good friend is that friend that just makes you see the brighter side of things. It is very obvious that things are not going well, but your good friend would tell you that, I mean, what's the worst that can happen? You've gotten this, you've achieved this. I mean, just makes you feel good. That's who a true friend is. And not just making you feel bad the more. No, a good friend is always there to stand by you. A good friend is never afraid to tell you when you're going wrong. Now, this point is very tricky because you might be tempted to call somebody a good friend because you feel like, okay, this person has a way of identifying my flaws and talking to me about it. But no, they don't do that. They only do that to make you feel comfortable with them. Now, at the end of the day, when they have identified your flaws and they've told you about it, you know what they're going to do? They're going to share it with a lot of people. And a lot of us have fallen victims. I mean, we are really emotional beings, and we tend to share our problems with the closest person to us. We just want to keep talking and talking and talking and talking, but we fail to understand that not everyone should be welcomed into our lives. Okay, it has to be earned. And I don't know why it took me so long to realize that, because I like to share my problems. You can just see me today and I'm talking about what's wrong in my life, what I don't like in my life, and I had to learn the hard way. So this is me telling you so you don't have to make that mistake, okay? It's not everybody you see and you feel comfortable around that you share your problems with. No, some people will just end up laughing at you. Now, a true friend will identify your flaws, okay? But that friend will tell you to your face in a very, very mindful manner. Do you get? They would sit down, talk to you. Okay, this is what I've noticed. I don't like what you do. I don't like how you do this. You understand? Just let you know that this is what you're doing wrong, that should be changed. And trust me, nobody else will get to hear about it. It's just between the both of you. And yes, even though they might notice some negative things about you, it doesn't take them time to notice the positive things about you. Do you understand what I'm saying? They notice the negative things about you and talk to you about it. They notice the positive things about you and also talk to you about it. That's a true friend for you. So a true friend will always make friendship a priority. Now, as we grow older in life, we get busy, we get carried away with marriage, children, work. There's a lot of distractions happening in our lives that we tend to not have time to check up on other people. But you see, if you are a true friend, or if you have a true friend, that person would always make sure that you get to visit each other once in a while. It might not be something you do every time. No. A true friend just makes sure that I need to check up on my friend. How is my friend doing? Is everything fine? Can we go out and have a drink? Can we just eat out? A true friend just makes sure that that friendship is number one on the list. That's what a true friend would do. True friends practice forgiveness. Now, a true friend knows how to weather the storm. Now, there is no friendship without conflicts. I hope you know that. Every now and then, there's bound to be a little bit of shaky here and there. But a true friend would summon courage to talk to you about it. A true friend will summon courage to talk to you about it. Now, a lot of times you end up crossing your friends' paths. I won't use the word true friendship. Let's just leave it as friends. So you end up crossing your friends' paths and nobody wants to be the first to talk about it. Everybody is just, she needs to talk to me first. She needs to talk to me first. And before you know it, we start getting third parties involved. You start getting side talks. Your friend said this about you. Your friend said this about you. It's crazy, but that's what friendship has turned to now. But a true friend would summon courage to reach out to you to talk about the issues that is being faced rather than gossiping. I mean, is it not better for us to just sit down and talk about it? If you feel like I'm at fault, then please feel free, summon that courage, talk to me about something. And if I feel that you are at fault, I wouldn't mind talking to you about it also. Real friends also understand, and that's why they are able to forgive. Real friends make us want to be better people. Now, friends aren't just confidants, they are also role models. That's when you see your friend doing something good, you also want to do something good. When you see your friend being very kind, you also would love to be very kind. There's so many things real friends do that when you look at it, you're like, I need to be like this person. That's what I mean by being a role model. And for you to be a role model, it has to really be good things that people want to emulate, and not just bad things. See, genuine friendship just has a way of bringing out the best in us. And that's the greatest gift they can ever give. True friends are good listeners. Now, let's picture this scenario. Have you ever been in a situation where you're trying to tell somebody something about you? Okay? You want to make them understand the story. That's why you're telling them something about you. But at the end of the day, they just have a way of shutting you up and turning that story into their own story. Let's take for instance, I just got this shoe, this very lovely pink shoe. It's so lovely. I love it so much. Oh my God, you don't know how I feel. I felt so good when I was able to afford this shoe. A random friend would make you feel bad. A random friend would just say, oh, is it that shoe? I have something like that now. That shoe, Seth, I'm even tired, Seth. I've been wearing it for so long. I'm even looking forward to dash. Do you get? You are saying something to make your friend feel happy for you, and all of a sudden they then turn it around so it will suit them, making you feel very... Do you understand? I have faced that a lot, and I know that a lot of us have also faced that. That's definitely not what a true friend would do. A true friend wouldn't do that to you. See, a true friend would always allow you speak. A true friend would always listen to you, even though the person has something that relates to your story that the person wants to share. But no, the person would rather allow you talk and say everything you want to say about the situation before saying his or her own. Now, true friendship is not one-sided, it's both ways. People who are good listeners validate other people's feelings. It just shows that whatever this person is saying is making sense. So yes guys, I have come to the end of this video. I hope everything I said made a lot of sense, and like I said in the beginning, before you can find out if you have a good friend, you should be able to answer the question, are you a good friend? It just makes it easier knowing that you're a good friend and you also have good friends around you. Has anybody experienced anything like this? Are you faced with fake friends? Are you faced with toxic friends? Let me know in the comment section. I would love to do a video about handling fake, toxic, jealous friends. Okay, and yes, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up, and if you find this video worthy of being shared, please go ahead, share this video so somebody out there can see it. And yes, if you've not subscribed, I mean, what are you waiting for? Do me a favor, click on that red subscribe button so you would not miss any other video from me. And yes guys, until next time, this is Evelyn Ambrose saying bye.